Good evening. This is Deborah Watkins, aka Auntie Deb, certified Christian life coach, author of the book From Mediocre to Marvelous, Get Out of Your Rut and Live a Fulfilled Life. It is 2 days before Thanksgiving. I won't say the date because the date really doesn't matter. It's just 2 days before what we celebrate in this country as Thanksgiving. And I can think of so many things that I'm grateful for. I really can. And I know that you can too. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is, again, this notion of personal power. So as you know, I'm doing a series of talks about power. I talked about expert power. I talked about knowledge and information power. And then the last time I talked about friendliness and being a personal power. So today, though, I wanted to talk about listening. Listening. Let's talk about listening. Let's talk about listening. So you can hear someone, right? And not really be listening. So I don't know if this is how you are or if you know someone that's like this. They don't listen. They're not a good listener. They only listen to you long enough to not appear to be uh, uh, dominating the conversation or selfish in nature, but they're not even listening to you. They're just not talking. They hear you, but if you were to ask them, well, what did I just say? They would say stuff like, oh, I heard you. I heard what you said. Well, tell me what I said. What did I say? Oh, I know you're not doing that. So, I, I'm laughing because, man, I'm just thinking about this person, right? But anyway, they're not listening, and then also there's the person who they're listening, but they're thinking about the answer that they want to give you. Let's say you're having a debate. I don't want to say argument, but let's just say you're having a debate, and they want to, when we have debates, we want to win the debate, right? We want to win the other person over with our opinion. Now, I'm like that too, but after a while, if I see that you're very strong in your beliefs and your views, and I'm strong in my beliefs and my views, I'm like, I say the age old statement, well, let's just agree to disagree, like that. Some people don't like that. Some people don't believe in that. But whether you believe in it or not, if it just squashes, neutralizes things, then I just say, let it go. Because people have a right to, what they're feeling, unless what they're feeling is something that's detrimental to you, toxic to you, or dangerous to you, then no, you hold your ground. But if it's not dangerous, if it's not going to cause you personal harm or someone close to you personal harm, then you just let it go. But this thing about listening being powerful is that it shows how genuine you are as a person, because you're listening. You're not focusing on somewhere else. You're not focusing on someone else. You are in tune with the person. And so people respect that and they see you as being genuine. Now, before I became a life coach, I was a counselor in the prison system. I was a counselor for like 16 years. So people who are counselors, psychiatrists, therapists, social workers, we're under the umbrella. Some have more education than others. we are trained listeners. We have to listen. We have to listen because we're looking for things. We're looking for information to help the person. And if you're a good person underneath that umbrella of the social sciences, you're a good listener because then you get into the head of the person that you're talking to. You get into the psyche of the person that you're talking to, and you come to grips with some things and help them to get clarity and understanding. But if you are not listening, people know it. They know that you're not listening to them because of how you're responding. And it can be so annoying and rude. It really can. And it just shows your self-centeredness. And I don't want to be negative, but I mean, some things you just have to call it for what it is. You're being self-centered. You're not being engaging. You're not really being in tune with the other person. And so that can take away from that can take your power away, because then if you wanted to lead, people kind of view you differently. They're like, nah, they only think about themselves. They're not really, this young lady was telling me about an incident she had in church where she was talking to somebody in ministry. And especially people in ministry, you have to be careful because you hurt people and you turn people off. And so she was saying that she had told this woman like several times, who was the head of this ministry that she was a part of, that, I need to talk to you and I have some concerns. And the woman would take her hand and give her a warm hand gesture and say, okay, darling, yes, we're going to get together. And she never heard from her. She never heard from her. And so now, but this person was strong, right? She wasn't strong. She wasn't thin-skinned. She just, next time she ran into the woman came up to her and she was like, hey, darling, I want to talk to you. And she said, you said that to me last time and you didn't answer me back. So are you really, listening to me? And so, excuse me. So, we have to really be careful when we are in positions of authority or leadership, and how we're perceived and how we move with people, how we operate with people, how we show up. So I just want to talk about that today, about listening as being a superpower, a good power to have, personal power, and to be conscious of it as I'm sitting here choking to death. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to me choking here. But I haven't said this before, so in any of my other videos, because I am a novice at this, but subscribe to my channel so that you can see all of my talks that I'm going to give. Hit the notification to let you know when one of my posts come up. And also give me some comments, give me some feedback. I haven't had a lot of views, but the few who have come on, give me some feedback. What are some instances you've had with people who were not listening, truly listening? All right, bye-bye, and happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much.